How many nifflers out of 10?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
What the heck is a niffler?
It's adorable. It's so cute.
It looks like a little hairy, like tiny platypus almost.
Can you eat it like the frog?
Steal stuff.
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back again. This week we watched some wizard movies and a conversion therapy movie. So, you know,
Ooh, blast!
two very dramatic movies for very different reasons. And we got a special guest. JD is sitting out because apparently he hates Harry Potter.
That's not.
Wow. Offended.
But we have Lauren, one of our producers here, and she loves Harry Potter. She's her scarf has something to do with it.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a Marauders map, which they have no idea what that means.
All right, so we're gonna have you guys go first because my movie is deep and serious, and I might cry.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I know nothing about Harry Potter besides the first 2 movies.
You're right.
So I think you should describe this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we saw Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Grindelwald is Johnny Depp. He
And
is
a lot of makeup again.
A lot of makeup, very platinum blonde hair, 2 different colored eyes. He's got a lot going on. You called him, what did you call him?
He's a space wizard Nazi guy.
Yeah, so fun for everybody. And it picks up where the first movie left off,
Like 6 months after.
like 6 months after. So Grindelwald has done a lot of bad stuff in America and Europe. He's in jail, and everybody wants him to pay for his crimes. The crimes of
The Crimes of Grindelwald.
It almost makes too much.
It does, yeah. Unless you haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies.
This movie's
Yeah.
very loud. It's a lot of
was.
action. There's a
Like-
lot of crazy giant creatures that break things and
Which are
run
the
around.
best parts.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
that's
cool.
what I loved about the first one, where like it's basically a magical Steve Irwin.
It is. No, I love that.
And this one's
Yeah.
this one's
Today, mate, there's some magic.
The first one is very much its own world.
Yeah.
It happens years and years before Harry Potter is even born.
20s.
It's in the same world, but it's has nothing to do with Harry Potter. And it's a very contained. You could watch it without having to know anything about Harry Potter. The second one,
I was lost in 10 minutes.
yeah, you said you were sitting there and people saw this character and they were like, "Oh my god!" And you were like, "I don't know who that is."
I don't know why everyone's gasping and nothing happened.
You better know who these people are because
Or
they're not
else.
going to tell you.
Yeah.
They're not holding
will
your
not.
hand.
It sounds like The Matrix and then The Matrix
That's exactly
2 and 3.
Yeah.
That's and the Matrix twins are in it. From the
Really?
from the second
Oh,
one to
the
the third one.
dreadlock? The
Yeah.
dreadlock Cadillac Escalade?
Yeah,
guys?
they showed up for like they were in the
See,
circus.
now I'm lost. But from a Harry Potter fan perspective, it is great. Jude Law, young Dumbledore, loved.
He was the best parts were him.
Yeah, and I believed it. Like, he was cool. And there are some fun little Easter eggs if you're a Harry Potter fan. So the stuff that you didn't understand, I'm very sorry.
It's the theater goers told me what was an Easter egg and not. 'Cause
Yeah.
They would they just say it out loud. I'm like, oh, okay,
good.
cool. That's
And they definitely did set it up for
For
more movies.
a lot more.
There's a huge, like, it leaves you with a, like, what at the end. So this was kind of what I like about these is, like I said, they're not based on books. So when I went to go see all the other Harry Potter movies at midnight, I was that person. But I'd read the books, so I knew what the movie was going to be. Yeah. And these are like, it's the world I love and the characters I love, but I don't know what's going to happen because there's nothing but, so
that's just always good.
It lets
Yeah.
you be surprised
Yeah.
and have, like, moments that I kind of didn't get in the Harry Potter movies because I'd read all the books. There's some kind of deep, like, abstract ideas in this that, Grindelwald, Johnny Depp, his character is all about wanting wizards and witches to rule the world because they're, like, the better...
Classic tale.
Yeah,
He's
like
a Nazi.
they have...
Like, he wants to kill everyone that isn't a wizard.
They have powers, so they should have the power over the muggles or the no-magics or people who don't have magic. And that's his whole shebang is everybody come join me. Let's get rid of... Not get rid of...
Just kill them all.
Well, he does kind of say...
What's a nice way of saying
actually-
killing people?
Well, but he actually, at the end, he's kind of like, I don't want to get rid of them. I just want to rule them and tell them what to do.
They talk about like he's like the best persuasionist. He's got a silver tongue.
Yeah.
You know who else had a
Actually?
silver tongue? Hitler.
Oh, there you go.
You and your
One-to-one
Hitler stuff.
comparison.
We have a weird Nazi undertone.
Same with the last one too.
That's kind of the point. I mean, like, obviously they're not doing that on accident. Like, this is that's their point, is that, and I think, and that was prevalent in the Harry Potter books too, that like wizards and non-magical people can coexist, but like people like Grindelwald or Voldemort don't believe that, and so they are the bad guys because just because someone is born a different way, which may be a good transition into your movie.
Well, it's a good transition, but we have to rate it.
Okay.
You guys have to rate it.
What's the little cute little animal that steals things?
Oh, a Niffler.
Niffler. How many Nifflers out of 10?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
What the heck is a Niffler?
It's adorable. It's so cute.
It looks
It
like
sounds-
a little. It looked like a little hairy, like tiny platypus almost.
Can you eat it like the frog?
steal stuff?
No.
Oh.
No, they're very
Okay.
cute and they're kind of annoying, but
They're
they're
useful.
very useful.
Like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Shut up.
How many Jar Jar Binks would you give the Harry Potter movie?
Ugh. No comment. I will do an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's
it was.
a good Niffler.
That's solid.
Yeah,
rating.
it was kind of. I enjoyed it from a fan perspective. It was very long and kind of loud. There was a lot of just like blowing stuff up. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it a lot.
Niffler rating.
Well, out of coming from a non-Harry Potter fan, I'd give it like a 5 Nifflers.
Yeah.
Like, I got not much out of it other than like entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Which it was
totally
enter-
confused. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like 90% of the movie. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're just sitting
Which
there.
is my own fault.
Literally, first minute in, you're like, "What's a Niffler?"
Yeah.
You're just sitting there.
What's that
What
cute
is a
thing?"
Niffler? I don't know.
Niffler's a good rating system. Good job.
Okay, good job.
I
someone that
did
doesn't-
once. I
This
did
is a
one good
Niffler.
thing.
Put a Niffler like right here. This is a Niffler.
Well, I saw Boy Erased, and it's based off a memoir by a guy who grew up in Arkansas, and his family sent him to a conversion therapy camp, which is bad.
Very
Yes.
It's very bad for gay people because it's telling them,
The way you were
the
born.
way you're born is not who you are.
Right.
You have to do this because you believe in God.
Right.
It's directed by Joel Egerton. It's got Lucas Hedges. Russell Crowe plays the father who's a pastor, and Nicole Kidman is his mom.
Love Nicole Kidman.
And so,
Two
right,
Australians.
yeah, there's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of Australians. Yeah, Boy Erased is like heavy and deep, and there were a lot of people crying
Oof.
in the theater throughout the whole movie
boy.
because at the beginning it's like you're like, oh well, they're using their Christianity to like take advantage of a teenager and make him do things that maybe he doesn't really want to do, but he's still going through it because he believes in God and this is what he's been told to
And-
do.
He wants to make his parents happy.
Yeah, and so he doesn't hate it. Like the whole movie is like, a lot of LGBT movies are like, they combat the parents with the child. This is not like that. Like obviously there's problems there, but he loves his mother and he loves his father. Even though his father is a pastor and doesn't agree, he still like wants to have that relationship. And so over time, like he builds up himself and he's okay with everything. But yeah, this movie is just like a cry fest. It's emotionally deep. Like if you go to this movie and watch it, you have to be prepared to be sad. Even in Infinity War, it's like it's a sad movie.
It's super sad.
There's a lot of people dying that you love, and so this sort of feels. I don't know why I'm comparing this movie to Infinity War, but I'm going there. But it's like it feels this. It has the same sort of emotions. Like you're seeing someone die basically because they're trying to give up who they are.
Yeah.
There's scenes in this movie that I was not ready to deal with. There's a scene where he goes to college that is just so heartbreaking because you're just like, he's just being a nice guy to someone, and it's just like someone takes advantage of him, and it's so sad. There are a few problems with the movie. Sometimes the music is like inconsistent with the tone of the movie, so it's like sometimes it'll be like super loud or it'll be like.
Take you out.
But the acting is amazing. I think a lot of people will get nominated for Oscars in here. I think Joel Egerton might actually get nominated for an Oscar because he plays the guy that is like the teacher at the gay
Oh, wow.
conversion therapy camp.
Ooh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Troye Sivan, who I love, he's in this movie.
Is
He's
that the blonde-headed
the
kid?
blonde, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a singer, not really an actor.
Yeah.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he's
he great?
Like he's great. Everyone who acts in this movie is like amazing. Like all the kids and adults that were in the camp, they're all great, and they have emotional range that, for people that you've never seen before, it's like
Yeah.
wow. That's a good way to say it. This movie is wow. It's like a wow.
But not like a fun wow.
No, it's like a wow, this actually exists in real life. For people that like use their religion to like attack other people is, you know, it kind of sucks.
That's literally like
It's kind of similar to
it is Fantastic Beasts, and it's like sounds funny to try to make that comparison, but I really think that's something that they're trying to say with these movies.
Which is good to have in 2018 because growing up, when we were growing up, I mean, we still had similar movies, but it felt like in our mainstream movies, there wasn't that. So it's good to have it in our mainstream movies.
How many nifflers would you give Boy Erased? Cute, tiny, cuddly little.
I think it's 8.5 niffler.
Wow.
So there's a half niffler in there.
Which half though? That's scary. Whoa.
That's all I'm gonna say. We're done.
Oh.
We're done.
Cool. All right.
Wow. It's like a wow.